this is my go-to look. This is not really my go-to hair look because I got a big forehead, but I wear it sometimes. But this is my first video, so bear with me. But I use a lot of stuff that y'all probably have at home, maybe, possibly, don't really know. Don't know if you like this look. I'm doing that YouTube thing. If you like this look and you want to see how I did it, then you should probably keep watching. Alright, see ya later. I actually don't like to do my makeup without music, so I'm just gonna turn on some music. Well, that might be too loud. I'm gonna start with primer. I use this. I don't know how well you can see. Oh, I'm doing that thing, the thing the YouTubers do. It's Insta Blur. The Body Shop Insta Blur. I got this when I was in Las Vegas with my mother, and I just put this one on my forehead because I have oily skin, very oily skin that people like to bring to my attention often. You know who you are. And it's just really good for keeping oil. I should probably pull back my hair, but why would I? Then I put this. There it is. I put that right here, just in this area, because I have really large pores that kind of suck. And I put it down here too. Then I do eyeshadow primer. This is Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer that I've probably had for entirely too long. I've had it at least a year. But it still works, so I still use it. And I just put like a little, I just dot it. It's kind of hard to see this because I got like two different screens going. But yeah. And I just put it all the way on my eyelid. If you can't hear, it's probably because I have a fan going, but I live in a really old house and it's really hot. So, yeah. Put that all the way up to my eyebrows. And then here comes the fun part. Don't know if I have a mirror. Eyebrows. What do you know? I do have one. I use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. Don't know how well you can see that either. Let me do the thing. Hold on. There you go. There you go. Alright. And my brows are always popping, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. The only person that looks at them is really me. So, I just take it, and I don't know how well you can see this. Brush them up. And then I take the little pencil part, and I go up, and then do the same thing over here. Down. This is so weird because I never use a mirror this small. But yeah. But that natural lighting though. Go down over here on the ends. Then you just brush this up. I feel like this music is still too loud, but whatever. And then I just brush it up because I went through this phase where my eyebrows were like completely too dark. Like, I could name names, but I won't go there. So I'll brush it up and then go down like that, just to smooth them back down. And then I go with the top, and that angle I did with the bottom, I do the same with the top. So I go up, and then back down. Like I said, you see my eyebrows there, they're kind of straight. It's not cute. But I used to have like bushes going across, so I'd say it's a glow up. And at the end of this, it's going to be a complete transformation. I know I look busted right now, but girl, wait. Or boy, whoever's watching. Doesn't really matter. Alright, now, I'm going to put this up. But you ever just like, you live with family and they just always taking your stuff? That's my mom. Always taking my stuff. This, anyway. Okay, so, to carve out my eyebrows on fleek, I use this e.l.f. Concealer brush. It's like a little tiny one. It's like $1. And the Maybelline Master Conceal. It's real bright. Not even gonna lie, but you do what you want when you pop it. It's 40 medium is the shade. This is my jam. It's called Say So by Tara Jr. I don't know if you know who that is, but she popping. Okay. So I take this just a little bit, because if you put too much, you're gonna have the halo brows, and everybody, we know that is not cute. So let me move back my bundles. So I start in the middle, just because that's normally where I need it the most, and I have too much product. So I'll just start there, and then I go back towards the other way. And sometimes it gets in the hairs, you just kind of just wipe it away, even it out. And I just do that, kind of buff it out. Yeah, they look really chalky, but I promise it gets better. And also, just so you know, I'm doing this how I do my makeup. I know that some people are like, that's not how you do that, but this is how I do it, and people think it's popping, so I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna Nike just do it. So then I use this other shade for the top, because that is too bright to put on the top. It is the NYX HD Concealer in CW7 Tan Bronze. Can you see that? Is it there? There you go. I'm going to take that and put it on the top. I need my mirror again. This is crazy. How do people do this? Okay. Alright. And I kind of just try to keep it above that line, because see how my eyebrow just doesn't continue up there. I need it to continue, so I was not blessed with popping eyebrows. Now my cousins, that's different. They got good eyebrows. So I just try to smudge that out a little bit. Alright, there's that. I actually should probably put a mirror up. That would be useful. Now, eyeshadow. Before I put eyeshadow on, I go in with this Ruby Kisses No More Blemish powder. I just take this on this fluffy brush looking thing that I got from Amazon, which I got like a pack of like 12 for like $14, so Amazon is where it's at. But I just put this all over my lid, like so. Try to blend out that white looking glow going on up there. Some of you may be watching this and thinking, she's really country, and you're right, I'm from South Carolina, so. When that's done, I take my powder that I use for my contouring, which is L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in neutral. It's the neutral tone, and it's N8. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? There we go. There we go. In N8. And I use this as my transition shade. Normally, every time I do my makeup, but not always. And I just go like this. And it's just kind of in the crease area. And I have hooded eyes, which most of these will be for people with hooded eyes because it's a struggle. It kind of really sucks. Yeah, my eyebrows really do not look cute. I'm gonna fix that later. But yeah, once you do that, I go in. I normally use the Morphe 35O palette the most. And since this is my go-to look, I guess I'm gonna use that. My Morphe palette has tape all over it because I did makeup for a wedding and I used tape and I put it on there and I just never took it off. But I normally start with where is it? That one right there. So I use that one first and I just go in all over, really, pretty much. That's how it works. So I'll put that there, and then I go in with this shade right here. That was, sorry for my nails, they look kind of busted, but I use the same brush again. But I focus more lower down. I don't want to say in my crease because as you can see it's non-existent. But if you have monolids or no crease at all, like hooded eyes, follow your girl. This is where it is. Alright. So yeah. Right in there. Okay. So let's make sure that's even. Looks pretty even, right? Yeah. I'll go in with my, this is like a fluffy brush. It's from Wet n Wild. It's kind of, it doesn't really have a name. There, look like that. It's Wet n Wild. I got it from Fred's. I don't know if there's a Fred's where you live, but there's one here. And I go in with this shade right here. So I start out here and I just pat it in this corner, and then eventually I start going. Because too many people take the eyeshadow all the way up to their brow, and drag is a look, but it's not what I'm going for. Then I'll go with the next, and I will put that, I'll pat that in the corner too with the same brush, and then go up just a little. It is windy outside. It is Hurricane Matthew season, so luckily I do not live in Charleston anymore, but the people that are still there, praying for you. Yeah. So then you go over windshield wiper motions, and then you do that with the other side, pat it in the corner, and then come up some. What I try to do, since I have hooded eyes, is I look forward like this, like look forward, and then I'll go right above where my eye crease is, because it adds more dimension than trying to like actually go in your crease. That's not gonna do anything. So look straight ahead. But like I said, don't go too high up. And just make sure you blend this stuff out. I can't, if you want to go darker, this is, sometimes I go darker. Like I said, it's my go-to look. Sometimes I go darker, sometimes I don't. So for this, I'll go darker for you. I'll either use this shade right here or this shade right here, but I'm going to use that one. And I'll take this little, it's another e.l.f. brush. It's the $1 ones. It's the professional blending eye brush, and then I won't do like the pattern in the corner. I'm just doing the crease area, but just in this outer part really. And then eventually I'll start like moving it over, and I go back with that big brush that I started out with, and I'll just pull my eye like this and just blend it all out. This next part is something that people like. I used to do it too, used to clown people for using these things right here, but I don't know if y'all have ever used the ColourPop eyeshadows, but these things are like pudding, like they don't move. So you kind of have to like scoop in with something, so I use these for that. And this is the, you see that? Look at that, look at it. It's the Super Shock Shadow in Blades. The number is 6B02. But I take it and I caress it, get a little on there, and I put it on my lid. Now, if you have hooded eyes, you cannot put this all the way up on your eyelid because it will be on your entire eyelid by the time the day is over. So I just put, look at that pigment, Jesus. So I just put it on that little tiny little piece down there, because if you put it all the way up, it will be all over your entire eyelid. And do the glitter last, because if you don't, it'll be everywhere. But yeah. And then I go back in for some more on the other eye. So if you see somebody using one of these, don't clown them. You never know why. Yeah. So then I do that. Make sure it's even. And I just go back in and blend right above it, because if you blend all the way up, you're going to have glitter all the way up your eyelid. But, yeah. Then for my highlight shade, I did not bring it over here, so I'm going to use the Bible palette. I'm going to use this little light shade right here and just put it. Can you see it? Eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. Some people use the NYX one, not NYX, NYC, and they said it's like really easy to use and it's really great. Never tried it, don't know. But I use this one because it works for me. And I do the wing, but because I have, again, hooded eyelids, I do it like midway and take it out. And yeah, so I'll start here. Oh, I'm not covering this yet. And then I go. That's kind of high, but you know. Yeah, it's a good look. Take one of these things. Oh god, oh god. Take one of these Q-tip things and I put it over my eyelashes because my eyelashes are really curly. So I get it all over my eyelashes and then it ends up all over my eyelid. So as you can see, lots of it was on my eyelashes. Alright, next is mascara. I am going to put on false eyelashes, but I put on mascara anyway. I don't put a lot because I'm going to put lashes on. Next is the fun part. The part that's going to make all of this go away. Alright, so I use the Urban Decay All-Nighter Foundation in the shade 8.75. I just dot this on my face because this is really thick, like thick. So I just dot it. And I make sure to put it on places that have like scars, because it's full coverage, but you gotta make sure you don't miss anything. Alright, so now I'm using the e.l.f. It's the powder brush, but I use it for foundation. It's really dirty, sorry. But yeah, so I just buff that out like so. Look at that. Look at God. Oh my God. Yeah. Things change, boo. And I just make sure to get up in this area. Just because if you don't, you'll see like a gap where that primer is like really white. I use the NYX one again. Just go down. Because I have a wide face. And I go down again. And down my nose. And on my forehead. I don't put a lot on my forehead because I have a rather large forehead. So. Maybelline Fit Concealer in 25 Medium. And I just put it in between those spots. Because like this, the other shade, the first shade I put is like the correct shade. And I just dot it right here. Just a little bit. It's the correct shade, but I like it a little brighter than that. And then I take my damp and dirty beauty blender. Real Techniques from Walmart, $6. actually isn't as damp as it should be. But that NYX concealer blends out really well. Do you see how it? Look at God. I was looking busted, and look at me now. Look at me now. All right. So for the under eye baking whatnot, I use the Airspun Boost Powder, the translucent one. Shout out to Patrick Starr, King Cobra. Alright, I put that under here. I used to bake with this stuff, but as you can tell, I'm a woman of color, so it tends to be a little more ashy if I let it sit. So I just keep dabbing it until it's pretty much gone. Next is another fun part, contouring with the True Match that I used earlier. And I use this angled dirty brush. I know. It's like an angled fluffy looking brush from Amazon. I go down but don't go past here, because then that's when it starts to look busted. So, and I blend it up. Get up in here. Make sure you can see that. I have a big forehead, so I'll try to make sure I get the middle too. Sometimes I contour my nose, but I'll do it this time. But most of the time I try not to, because it looks very, very detailed. But I go right here. This is a angled brush from e.l.f. and angled, sorry. That's South Carolina kicking in. I go back in again, but with a different brush. It's one of those little spoon looking ones, but this was like $2 from Mercari, I don't know how to, some kind of app. I got it for free, but it came with like a concealer palette. Then I make sure I go back in with the big one, this brush again, and blend it out. Mineral finishing powder. This is good for like the baking under this area. For me, I can't use it for anything else anymore. But I use dark, the shade, there's only two shades. There's medium dark and then there's light. So I use the dark one for this part. And I kind of brush it down like that, because if not, there's like a powder gap. You'll see it once you take it off. I use the e.l.f. blush and Blushing Rose. Blushing Rose? I don't know. I don't really wear blush that often, so I just put a little bit. Then I go in with my favorite part. Use this shade right here, just because it's not too dark. That last one's kind of dark. But I use this fan brush from, I think it was from Walmart. It was like a set of brushes they did for Black Friday. But I use this. It's kind of really thin, but let's do that. I felt very Nikki Tutorials just then. This stuff is strong too. You don't have to put a whole lot. And then put some right here. Alright. I don't really put it up there because, like I said, big forehead doesn't go well. Then I take the brush I use for the contour to take this off, because it normally still has a little bit of the darker powder, so it'll kind of balance out how light that is. See how it's still kind of light on my chin? So now I'm gonna put, I don't do a whole lot under there either. I don't put eyeliner in my waterline because I have small eyes, so it kind of makes me look like that. So I just take this dark, I either use this purpley looking shade, I don't know what is it, the purpley looking one or the brown one, and I just go right up under my lash line. And I don't go all the way across, I just go kind of halfway. And I go back in again with this, like this shade right here. And this brush, it's Eco Tools. It's the round one. Yeah, round. And I do like this middle-ish kind of shade. Do this like right in here. Like I said, this is very pigmented, so it shows up. I spray my face with finishing spray. Matte finish, because I got oily skin. So, then I'm going to put on my lashes. I don't know what kind these are. They're like really long ones from either Kiss or Ardell, and they're popping. Alright, for the lips I'm using ColourPop 0.0. ColourPop is really all I ever use, if we're being honest. But it's 0.0, and then I have ColourPop Tansy, which is like a reddish orangish brown, and I just kind of dab that in the middle. So after that is the finished look.